Okay, please give us a recap. I think I know where we are, but
Yep. Last I recall, you guys got your meeting with the Lord um Via Blanca. Um, um, and got you got some information you already knew. Um, and then some extra information from the from the diviner, which essentially gave you guys enough information to use things like locate object, uh, if you um if you had the ability to do so, to try to locate the source of the um kidnappings. Veta had had been disappeared. Um, you guys had found that one. You guys had found one of her pistols with the barrel just sawed off, um,
Mhm.
as if by some kind of buzz saw. Um, you were able to get some information from the person that had memory loss but did actually show up, show up and turns out to have escaped. You did get some flashes of that, revealing some images of the kind of things encountered, which which looked kind of kind of steampunky. And as I recall, the options you guys were left with, and I believe you guys came up with one that I'm not remembering, is um, get spells or breathing apparatuses to go lake diving, given that's where the attack against the kind of ranger dwarf happened. Um, I know the next two options are ones that you guys weren't necessarily favoring, but is technically still available. Increasing your own notoriety to become targets, um, or having either someone external to the party or a member of the party increase notoriety and essentially um, stake out an area until the capture attempt happens and you kind of go in to deal with that. Um, and of course, again, the locate object. I think last time locate person was also mentioned as an
yeah, so we have
option.
locate creature also.
Did that actually work?
From what I'm reading, locate creature. In theory, we could use it to find Veta herself.
Yeah, as long as
Mhm.
was it as long as there is a excuse me uninterrupted uninterrupted path um with no lead involved. Um, but so you guys are aware that there is a kind of jail or cell area from the guy who we were able to had recover some memories from. Um, is there anything that I haven't mentioned that you guys are remembering as something important? I'm remembering the possibility that the area is connected to the mine shafts, though the seps may have some issue with that.
I remember, I do remember those aspects. I do remember the kidnapping and trying to use locate person. Do we have anyone who have locate person?
Yes, Ileana has locate a creature.
Okay. Does that count as a person?
Oh
Or
yeah, a creature is anything that as a stat block basically. That's not an object.
okay.
No, locate creature is your person finder spell. Locate creature would probably be the easiest. It does take will take us a hour though, because she has to spend a hit die to rejigger her spells a little bit over a short rest. Don't know if we want to go that route.
Well, I mean, I don't see why not, because technically if we don't do that, we're just gonna be flailing around until we do find her.
Well, it's either basically locate creature, or head out to the lake and swim around underwater until we find something. So yeah. All right. So she will blow a druid hit die to swap mass cure wounds for locate creature. And provided nothing gets in her way, because there are restrictions, the big one being 10 feet of running water.
Huh.
That's interesting. In some ways, this can also be used as a way to detect people under disguises. I just would have thought it would.
Provided they're not magical, shapeshifty disguises, yeah. Like if they've been polymorphed, it doesn't work.
Well, that's my point.
Yeah.
You can use it if you can't locate them, then they're clearly not what they appear to be. Instead of you can't get a false lock is what I'm reading here.
Yeah.
Which in itself
it either locks or it doesn't. Yeah.
It is a detector.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, you're right in front of me, and I can't creature locate you, so you're not who you say you are, or look to be. Whew. But they didn't think of that. That being said, the druidic senses expand, going through going through the earth, stone, part of the mountain. Sensing through the air, and you will be able you will be able to get a lock. Now, from what I'm seeing here, unlike say life sense, you don't get a an inkling as to what a current condition is, other than alive, because locate creature, as I understand it, will not locate a cadaver,
right?
Because they become an object. So, sorry. Interesting use for locate object.
I like how Dave's like, oops, wait, shit, they're already dead. You probably should be locate.
I was just kind of thinking, it's like, if you're wanting to do some tomb raiding or some grave robbing, and you're not sure if the headstone is fake or not, anyway, there is a lock. It is diagonally downwards. Which in this case would most overtly mean that it's subterranean.
Mm-hmm.
As mentioned last session, there are both active and defunct mine shafts, and when I say defunct, I mean like there's been cave-ins and stuff that have like blocked passageways or have been intentionally sealed due to being either overly dangerous or fully mined out. No, you sense the direction. Okay, I wasn't quite sure if that would give you a path or not, which is why I was
that's what I was looking at. It does not. But that you need the spell Find the Path,
I was actually wondering.
which I don't have, and Liana doesn't have.
I don't think Farron has it.
It's a Bard Cleric. Oh, it's a 6th level spell. That's why they don't have it. Because it is on the Druid spell list, but it's just too high level.
I don't have Repair, but Farron does have Find Steed.
That's the weirdest fucking. What? You said find steed?
Yeah, it lets you summon a horse.
Is
or
that,
other
oh, is that
ground.
the, yeah, that was about to say. That's what I was about to say. Is that the spell where you just get to?
Yeah, of an unusually intelligent, strong, and loyal steed.
Okay.
I think there's actually a greater Find Steed, but anyway.
So we'll need to get a map of the underground network. Since the Lord's in theory helping us, in theory he can provide that, since he said he would provide us with stuff. And
if you go through Lord Daggett, you will be able to provide a a complete map that is mostly up to date. I phrase it that way because he is aware that the Seps have been doing unauthorized delving for artifacts and stuff like that. So he so there's going to be some inherent inaccuracies because his attempts to stop the Seps from doing that have not always been successful.
fair enough. We just need something that gives us more than fumbling blinds. So yes.
The map will be varying in detail. It'll be less detailed when it comes to things like the granularity of certain areas. Like for instance, there are some shaft areas that are like deep that will just have a block called residential for the deep delvers that will just like sleep there and then go back to the deeper mines.
All right. We got our map. Get our crew of names together, and down we go.
Okay. Right, because you're essentially using her as a compass. Okay. Can I get either a wisdom or intelligence based navigation kit roll or a survival roll with the idea of using Ileana's locate creature sense as for lack of a better term, a navigational aid.
As I recall, were you the navigator, Brian?
I was, yes.
Okay.
So, you said survival. You said
Wisdom
survival.
or intelligence
what was the other
based
option?
wisdom or intelligence based navigations tools or a survival.
Navigators tools. Let's see. Cartographers tools. Which I'm assuming those are completely different from
Yeah, those are
navigators
different.
tools. Okay. Fuck it, survival then.
And you can use wisdom or intelligence, whichever is higher.
What, for survival?
For this roll, yeah.
Oh no, that was just
Oh,
for
that
the,
was for the
that
tools?
was just for the navigation tools.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was about to say. I was like, wait, what? All right. Survival. It's not bad, but all right. Oh,
That's pretty good.
all right. I can live with that.
For a second, I was wondering if you're gonna get stumped.
One-time
Oh,
expiration stunts would have
no,
actually done
you're
something.
good.
Yeah.
I was like, +7. That's not bad. Not what I would have liked to be, but it's not bad. Okay, so I need a personal opinion from you guys. I need to drop my mother off at home when she gets home from the airport. Do I drive my brother back to Petersburg, or do I just bite the bullet and just order an Uber and be not say because I don't feel like actually driving from Chesterfield to Petersburg?
That sounds like a lot of money.
Uh, Uber, I say I believe I checked it. A Uber trip I say Uber trip out there would be $23, I think.
Well,
Or
remember,
I
time
can
affects the
drive
cost.
from North Chesterfield.
Like, time affects the cost.
I say when I looked it up, I believe it was like $23 for that time frame. So
And this is
oh yeah,
Christian?
they said no, Jarrell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's out by where my mom lives, which is, where Matt and Sierra used to live.
Okay, if it's your
So
brother that doesn't have the extra needs, then oh yeah, if you don't feel like dealing with it, by all means. You want to drop 23 bucks on him?
I don't want to, but what I want even less is driving all the way to Petersburg and then driving all the way home. I
Yeah,
probably won't be home until like after midnight.
that's a lot of that's a pretty big time investment.
Yeah, so it's like a 40-minute drive from, yeah, so 40 minutes from the airport to my mom's house, 40 minutes from my mom's house to Petersburg, and then 25 minutes from Petersburg back to Richmond. So I think I might do the, okay, so, I'll check Uber again. They fucked up, last time, so.
Also, spell only lasts for an hour, so if I have to re-up it, let me know so I can subtract the mana.
Okay. Get with it 19 and conversing with Liana. Yoki is able to determine that the most appropriate direction to go would actually be leading in through one of the mine shafts listed on your map um, as defunct.
Is it listed as defunct?
Yeah, it's not. It's no longer in use.
Okay.
That's possibly a good thing. That means nobody giving us grief. To the defunct entrance.
All right.
Okay.
Assume we're being sneaky.
Probably a good idea.
Okay. Now another question: are you approaching the mining, the defunct areas stealthily, so like other dwarves and miners in the area, in the general area, won't notice you, or are you planning on going to the shaft and then proceeding stealthily?
I mean, we're all, well, I don't think any of us have any way to appear shorter. So, I mean, it doesn't matter how we dress, we're just going to stand out.
True, but you can, move in ways that have, people not notice you, like going behind pieces of equipment, or someone passes and then you shoot by.
I imagine the mining area is semi-restricted.
Um, there, but it's restricted in the sense that the miners that are moving to and fro um will be keeping an eye out for other people who don't look like miners and
Hmm.
call them out.
Hmm.
But there's not like a strict security gate or anything. The miners are just monitoring their own area, just
Okay.
as a matter of course.
So I think, probably should try to at least be semi-stealthy, just so we don't draw attention to ourselves and make this more complicated.
Mhm.
Okay. Mm, so, um, anyway. Okay, church be with you. So Kyoki, Eliana, Ash, um, and Farron, because you left Usara
Yep.
at the boat.
Yep. Ash rolled a 16 on his sneak. Ileana rolled a 22 with stunt points, so she's using speedy search to get us there faster, and resources at hand, so that she now gains proficiency in stealth for the duration of the scene.
Okay.
Could have been better, but rolled shit.
Okay. Uh, thing real quick. Fucking A. Oh no, I was looking at the wrong thing. Still really high there. Okay. Um, Oh, okay. Well, you are not called out. Um, both Ash and Kyoki will notice that a few dwarves and possibly an Ogrun did notice your approach, but did not stop you.
Okay. That's something at least.
Okay. Okay, going into the going into the shaft, you will see that there is what looks to have been controlled a controlled cave-in. So bunch of rocks blocking the shaft, and from what I remember, the rocks don't really stop.
Mm.
Look at creature. So
It was just water.
Okay.
So do we try to find another way or try to do something about the rocks?
So what can we do about the? That's it. What can we do about the rocks? Anyone have any rock skills? Any move earth or do you have any move earth spells or anything? Hello?
I'm looking.
That yeah.
Oh,
I forgot to say. Well, I could punch it.
Rock smash.
Um, well, this is a cave. Fairly certain there's probably some dead creatures around here. I could animate some corpses and they could start moving stuff for us.
Um, I could try teleporting.
Or that.
I don't know
Eldritch
how deep
muscle.
the well actually can she with her blind sight is she able to get an idea of how deep the cave in goes? I say is it more than 10 feet?
Hmm.
Well, 20. I appreciate that, but let me just
I
type it
could.
into roll. Okay. Um, it is well, that's a funny roll actually. It is exactly 10 feet of obstruction.
Hmm?
Feel like we could move that.
Yeah,
I could Eldritch blast the rocks a whole lot until they just blow up and
Well, keep in mind it's a controlled cave, and so it's like a wall pile
I'd say
of
so. It would take
rocks.
us a while.
It's not just one big stone.
that's what I was saying. I was like, I mean, yeah, there's 10 feet of rocks. 10 feet of just rocks. Okay. Um, I would like to counterspell
Hmm?
the rocks. I
Um,
mean, don't you have to see where you're teleporting?
Depends on the spell.
Does anyone have like Earth Move or whatever that thing was?
There's like
Earth
shape
Glide.
earth,
If they
molder.
shape earth or mold earth, neither of which she has prepared.
Let me check. Hold up. I think I might have something. Hold on. I believe one of my evocations might actually come in handy here. Yep. All right. Let me pull up the big book of evocations.
Oh, there's the old-fashioned way, and I don't mean me punching it. Journal comment, because you mean you could just start trying to move rocks if you wanted to. That would eat up time.
I mean, don't really have much of a option besides that at the moment.
1 second.
Here it is. Approved third party. Nope, those are feats. Those are not warlock. Those are not warlock things.
I could turn it into something that can dig.
Yeah, approved. Yeah.
Well, that's actually a good idea.
Where is it? No, nope, that's psychic. Where is it? So I could take two things.
Mm.
I could take an evocation that allows me to use Eldritch Blast and pull things. I could just keep casting Eldritch Blast and just keep pulling a shit ton of rocks. Or I could take the Eldritch Blast command that allows me to actively cause damage to structures. I'll say because there is a Eldritch Blast that allows me to specifically like do do damage to like rocks and walls and stuff like that.
We'd have to be careful not to cause a
Yeah.
cave-in doing that, but that is also an
Yeah.
option.
Let's see. Your Eldritch Blast can now target objects and structures and deals double damage to them. Demolishing Blast. I'll say I'd probably have to, roll with some precision, but
Yeah, you definitely have to roll with some kind of precision.
it's just so up to you guys. That's about the most that I can do. I mean, it's probably something else, but I'll
So
keep that.
we got your Eldritch Blast, or Ileana can turn into something that can dig. Or we can do both.
Oh, what kind of a dig were you thinking?
Diggly dig, diggly dig. Is there a way? I'm gonna say, can she turn into like an ant and crawl through it?
Yeah, she could. I'm not sure what good crawling through it would do, but
I don't know. I'm like, I don't know how her like teleport spells work and whatnot. Doesn't she have to
according to the
see?
write-up of the teleport spell, she can just, it's like Dimension Door. She can just boop you.
And she can't do groups.
She'd have to do it once per person. Yeah,
Jesus Christ. No. It's just,
I'd say the most mana efficient would be having her turn into something that can dig, or you doing your cantrip.
okay. Um. Okay. Here's another thing. I could do. I'll say this is less. I'll say this is less effort and is less destructive. And involves less physical labor. Um. I can use Eldritch Blast, and I can grab onto things and move them 10 feet away from where I grabbed them.
Well, at that point, you'd be doing one rock at a time.
So 3 rocks at a time.
I mean, that's not much better than us just, trying to get through it the old-fashioned way at that point, is it?
Ooh. Okay, here we go. I can combine that with I'll say, okay, so I can do that, but I can also do it with Hadar's Reach, which means that I make a weapon attack against everything in a 15-foot cone in front of me. So I can grab everything in a 15-foot cone and just pull it towards me.
I'm, I just want to confirm. This is being discussed amongst you, or am I being, or am I being directly asked a question?
This is being discussed while we're standing here looking at it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's just,
I just kind of wanted to confirm. I know sometimes things are directed towards me. Me with
yeah.
that.
I'm gonna say, yeah.
So.
I'll say, yeah. I'm just throwing out ideas. I'll say, if she wants to start digging, we can do that as well. Um,
My concern with the 15-foot pull is it's blocking the tunnel. You're pulling it towards us in a cone-shaped blast, which means there's going to be, basically the entire rock wall face is going to be flying towards us, right?
no, I just I'm gonna say anything I target within 15, 10 to 15-foot cone. I have to. It says I have to target it. So whatever I select within that cone, I can pull towards.
All right, then why don't we combine your force pulls and her digging, and that should, in theory, allow us to be careful not to cause a cave-in and make a big enough opening.
I was like, because this is effectively just faster digging.
Yeah, so, yeah, you're faster. Well, she has, she transforms. She gets a burrow speed, so that digging is just part of her movement at that point.
Yeah, so she's burrowing and digging, and I'm moving rocks out of the way.
Okay.
So it's faster than us just picking up an individual rock and just
All right. So she is going to turn into a giant blue badger and start clawing through. It has a burrow speed of exactly 10 feet.
Okay.
And because I'm saying because it's so, and I'm going to go ahead because it doesn't say that I don't still make 3 rolls. So in exchange for doing damage, I can pull things. So I lose the damage aspect of Eldritch Blast, but I still get to do it 3 times. I say still get to do it 3 times, but I now have to. It's only a pull, so just gonna grab a shit ton of rocks.
Okay. Okay. Given what you guys are doing, Um, unless you have um, unless you have masonry, a masonry kit, or masonry proficiency with the kit. Um, what I'd like then, considering we are having to kind of you are presumably wanting to get through this without um causing
Worst
like
given.
unnecessary rock fall or
Mhm.
anything. So could I get a survival with advantage? Now, to be more specific here, it would be either Kyoki using his blast to aid in Ileana's burrowing, or Ileana's burrowing, you know, burrowing in such a way as to aid the blast. So one of the two of
But
you would be
I must say,
granting assistance to the other,
She will
essentially.
I would
assist
have.
you.
I must say, what's her survival? Is that
5.
okay? 7. Okay,
Yeah, she doesn't have survival.
okay. A druid without survival.
Survival's a ranger skill. Druid's nature.
Don't survive in nature. It's like what? Maybe I overthought that. Oh,
It's like,
I never.
it's like survival's hunting and tracking. That's not really a druid thing. And if it is,
I
they have
don't have
spells
to.
for that.
Nature comes to me.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Yay. Stun points. Would like to do it faster, I believe. Okay. I don't know exactly what this is. This isn't a search. Um, is it exploration? This count as exploration?
Um, I believe that would be the closest.
Okay. In which case, I would like to. I would like to. I would like to make it efficient, efficient and advantageous. So if anything comes running out of here, we know that I would like to be 2 yards away from.
I didn't quite catch it. You'd like to do what?
I said I would like to do advantageous. So, I said I would like to do the speedy part, so we can do it as fast as possible. Um, and I would also like to take advantageous positioning, so in case we pull these rocks out and something crazy, something crazy happens, I'm at least 2 meters away from where when it happens.
Okay.
So if there is another cave in, I don't want to be standing there. Ah, fuck. Oh,
Mm,
fingers locked up.
Give me a minute.
Oh,
Move. Okay. With that roll and the quickening an advantageous position, um, you'll um you'll be able to quickly make a an opening with the badger's burrowing as a guide. That is enough a um for a regular human person if they stoop a little bit. The rest of the rocks are resting in such a way as to kind of keep this area open, and not just collapse.
All right. To adventure.
Okay. going through, following the directions of Eliana's look at creature to Venom. You'll be having to um, go through some um, a number of areas that have a sense of really being kind of hollowed out. For those who aren't used to being in underground or in like mine shaft areas. Um, Speaking of mine shafts, there are a number of broken lifts that still have intact ropes that you can use to go below when needed. There are no lights here, which doesn't really bother Eliana that much. I believe everyone has some level of night vision, dark vision here.
Yeah, everybody has, dark vision or some equivalent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. As you were descending, um, silence is getting deeper to the point, that like if you guys shuffle and hit a pebble, you'll be able to hear that pebble like bounce. Um, there are sconces for torches. They're either empty or full of rotten wood. But as you continue on into the depths, you'll hear something in the distance. After a few moments, you'll be able to recognize the echoing sounds as dwarvish, because the mine shaft is funneling sound and such. You aren't within line of sight of this, as you are still some distance away. If I remember correctly, I believe the only one among you that could speak Dwarven was Kevin.
That sounds right. However,
to be clear, it's because you're clearly not being talked to. It's comments or conversations that you're hearing.
okay. I will, however, spend a hit die to hasty ritual comprehend languages. Yeah. So for the next hour, I can understand any language I hear.
Okay. At this point, you'll
Because once we start hearing people, it's like, okay, now we might actually need to.
Yeah. And also at this point, you will need to re-up locate creature.
Okay. Knock off another 6 mana.
Okay. That's with your passive perception, because I believe it was Ash versus Ileana that did the hit dice spend.
For the ritual, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You'll be able to hear what is a conversation. Excuse me. What is a conversation about finding things, kind of the idea of I found something that's not valuable, that kind of Oh, by the way, 4 hero points for the players.
Yeah.
I was including lawful good.
Okay.
Haha. Still a good guy.
Okay. You're also hearing some quote unquote technical talk. If you have proficiency with Arcana, you'll be able to have an idea. If not,
Yeah, I do.
okay, you do. Okay. Um, you're picking up that at least one of the Dwarvish voices is trying to describe um, specific specific runes and magical script. Some of the descriptions you'll recognize as as script that would denote like runic enchantment. Uh, other is sounding more like a magical identifier more associated with history. Um, so especially with your passive investigation, you're getting the gist here that there is a group because you're hearing multiple voices. So a group of at least 3 individuals who are essentially performing what sounds like a legal archaeological dig. Illegal just by the fact that, well, you had to break a seal to get in here, so it's not like people can just come in.
I found that funny. Illegal archaeological. Don't you go digging for information, you bastards. The dinosaurs belong to us. I swear to God, if we find an Asian guy in here holding a frog, we have to kill him.
Mhm.
Do you want to try to find an alternate path? You want to see if you can get closer and sneak through, or some hidden third option?
If we can find an alternate, check the map at least, see if there is an alternate route. Yeah, because this is an active. Is it supposed to be an active vein? Are there supposed to be people here?
No, this is, you guys went into a sealed vein, meaning it's either sealed for danger or because there's nothing left.
Okay, okay. So this is possibly
Or
This is either the Sept guys doing their off the books digging, or these are baddies.
Yeah, that's a good. That's pretty good summation of the options. Yeah.
While Kyoki checks the map to see if there is a way around, Ash is going to blow his racial use of invisibility for the day
Okay.
to see if I can get closer, just to see what we're actually dealing with.
I will go ahead and use my cartography ability to be able to understand the map.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
that's actually a thing.
yeah. You can use either intelligence or wisdom as your
Or
base
what is this?
for the cartography.
Right.
Okay.
So it's just wisdom Sorry, intelligence. So just an intelligence roll.
Wisdom or intelligence.
And you are proficient, so you add your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
All right. And it's not
And-
advantage, it's normal, right?
It's just normal. Ileana can also give you a D4 through guidance.
Okay, that'll be fun.
Guidance. That's not concentration, right?
Guidance, no.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Pretty sure it's not.
Jesus, fuck. There you go.
Holy shit. Um.
The plot is this way.
Looking at the map, and kind of going through multiple pages of it because the mine area is large, so it's a multi-page map. You are able to find
Do the villains
Hey.
appear on the map?
does the what appear on the map?
I said, do the villains also appear on the map?
Um. Sort of, kinda, and I'll explain that in a moment. You'll find a section of the map that's listed as projective or perspective perspective areas that has had mining construction go through it, but was aborted. The enough construction was done, however, that you can though it is due to its nature a little bit more dangerous, just because it was an aborted thing in terms of the construction, where where the shafts, the corridors goes around, and then there's a shaft that goes below and will link up with, and looks like it links up to a different area. So essentially, you're going through a hallway, you go down, over, and then back up, and reach a therefore reach a an area that would otherwise actually take a longer route to get to. Apparently, this page, by the way, was probably shouldn't have been given to you because there are handwritten notes. As if the person who made the map was making notes as a part of a report. And the notes are the notes, while they are in Dwarven, there is scratched around them a common translation, likely indicating that whoever these pages are going to go through probably knew more common than Dwarvish. And the notes will read Stonesmiths found indications of unexpected shavs, or other naturally occurring caverns. Suggest stopping construction in this direction due to potential risk of introducing unknown variables into the existing mining area, or um, or destabilization of the construction area due to unknown integrity of the certain caverns. So basically, there are areas that through their experience with mining, stonework, and such, they were able to determine that in the direction that the construction was going, there were areas just beyond the wall that would open up into new areas. But they were essentially like, well, we don't know anything about these unexpected expected areas, so we should basically stop until an investigation is done. And clearly, an investigation
Was never
either
done.
wasn't done, or it was just basically going, oh well, let's not risk anything.
Okay.
But the notes do indicate that it was it was unexpected to find those particular potential chambers, given the rest of the kind of geometry of the mountain, for lack of a better term.
So even in D&D, even in D&D, there's, an eternal hold on construction.
Mhm.
It's like, when are you going to finish construction here? Till further notice, it's not in the budget. Why is it not in the budget? You're dwarves.
Let's see, if I remember correctly, history includes things like heraldry.
I believe so, yes.
Okay. But I keep thinking history local, but that's Pathfinder.
Yep.
Okay. Can I get a history roll from Kyoki?
Oh, for me? Shit.
Yep.
Oof. All right. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
History is intelligence, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, it's at least 5. Well,
At least, decent? Yeah, decent, maybe. As for Ash, feel free to take a movement if you'd like.
What the hell is this?
That is a large rock.
Okay.
hey. History. Yep, it's exactly 5. Okay. All right. 14.
14. Okay.
Hey, I rolled average.
You will note that the corner of the page has a tiny symbol drawn on it. The same page that has the we're no longer constructing in this area map. And the symbol in the corner of the page is familiar to you. You can't exactly pin it down, other than to have this nagging feeling that that you've at least glimpsed this symbol while you were in Far Hollow. as opposed to outside folk hunting.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you're still hearing some of the talking and such. You're now able to hear what sounds like objects, mostly stone, being shifted to different areas. Rock on rock.
Okay.
Sounds.
If assuming the map is accurate, I'm seeing stairs there. I'm guessing we don't want those stairs.
Given another with okay. There is a bunch of kind of dust on and such in terms of whether you need those stairs or not. They are going up.
And we want to keep going down.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you are being, you're invisible.
Mhm.
Right. Never mind. I was asked for a stealth roll, which, I mean, I guess for being soft foot.
I tell you, once I'm a little closer to the source of the sound, I probably will actually switch to using actual stealth in addition to being invisible. But right now, I'm just
Okay. Okay. Feel free to move again if you'd like. Okay. Moment. You will see this individual.
big, beefy, orcish-looking dude with cannon.
You'll also be able to notice behind him that there are stairwell. Looks like there's a stairwell going lower. The sound you were hearing is coming from your 2-3 o'clock area.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. You said you weren't intentionally being stealthy quite yet.
Once I was closer to the source of the noise or whatever. Hang on.
That's right. We did see this guy.
Yeah. My familiar has blind sight out to 30 feet, which means he could have warned me when that guy was 30.
Okay.
Since he's 25 feet out, he would have warned me about 5 or so feet sooner, so I could switch to stealth at that point.
Okay. Then feel free to make a stealth roll.
$16 again.
Okay. The Ogun hasn't appeared to notice you.
Okay. Since I know there's people that way, just checking my corners here. See if there's anybody down this way.
Minecart.
Okay. Start making my way back to the party so I can let them know what I found.
Okay.
Like this is like guys basically stealthing around in giant ass black armor.
Well, I mean, I'm invisible, so
Clank, 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 clank.
it's just a breastplate, so it doesn't clang.
So you got a helmet and breastplate and nothing else.
Everything else is leather. I say, in terms of mechanically, my armor is just the breastplate. I'm not wearing half plate or anything. So I do not take the disadvantage to stealth.
Good. Okay, with that,
Of course, it's magical, so I wouldn't anyway. But
given your invisible nature, you can just kind of.
okay, I was sure if I need to do, my keep doing the half movements. Okay. It's like, okay, I got one guy, big beefy dude, walking around with a small cannon, who's standing between us and the stairs. The people we can hear talking seem to be off in a side shaft. So if we're just trying to get to where we're going, they shouldn't be a problem unless we go start something. I'm not sure how to get past the big guy without making racket though. I could attempt a sleep spell, but there's a real possibility he's too hardy for that to work.
I don't know. What does sleep work on? Is that like a strength thing or a constitution?
No, a saving throw would be useful. It's based on the number of hit points. I roll damage. If my damage exceeds your current HP, you go to sleep.
Yep.
If it doesn't,
Okay.
Nothing happens.
I believe that is one of the complaints with the sleep spell, and I wonder if 2024 has changed it at all.
I don't think it did. Especially considering that's the way it's worked in just about every edition. The problem is everybody's got more hit points, but the damage of the spell has not increased to reflect that. Oh no, they did fix it. Now it's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, is this wisdom saving you go to sleep?
It's must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or have the incapacitated condition until the end of its next turn, at which point it must repeat the save. If it fails the second save, then it is unconscious.
Oh, so it's simulating being drowsy and then falling asleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Creatures that don't sleep or have immunity to exhaustion are immune.
I mean, I kind of like that. I find the hit point thing neat, but ineffectual. But I do like that.
Well, the hit point thing had the advantage of you could multi-target it,
Yeah.
whereas this you can't. It's just a 5-foot radius sphere versus everybody within a ridiculously large cube. So it was great for like swarms.
That's true. There was like an upcast for multi.
Nope.
Oh, well, never mind. Okay. Well, I like the idea.
Pros and cons, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like the guy's gonna be beefier than the 5d8 I can dish out. So I guess I could upcast it, but then it wouldn't be the racial use.
Well, Farron will ask, was another path found?
I've got a staircase that goes up, which may or may not be of any help. I don't know what you guys found with the map. That was to Brian.
Oh, sorry. I thought sound was sorry. All right. Yeah.
It was asking what you found, if basically the map turned out to be useful.
It did turn out to be. I'll say it did turn out to be useful. Inform him of the. I'll say of the various. I'll say point. I'll say. Can you see? I can't remember.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. All right. I'll point him to the notes that were. I'll say the notes that were on the. I'll say the extra notes that were on the map. That apparently, somebody scribbled on here. The extra pages.
So we could try cutting our own path.
If you're looking at those pages as being shown them, you will also notice, thanks to your passive perception, the tiny symbol in the corner. If you'd like, you can make a history roll to try to identify it.
History. Not my strongest, but not terrible. Okay, that's 18.
Okay. With an 18, you'll be able to recognize the symbol as belonging to the seps.
Okay, so the guys that were digging illegally down here anyway.
But yeah, you could basically you could using the map you could circumnavigate them and breach into these or breach into these unanticipated areas if you wanted to.
Well, what do we think? I could try the sleep spell. We could just acknowledge that we're gonna have to fight, or we can try to, cut around.
Well, sleep isn't going to work, based on the way that you mentioned it.
I'm not expecting it to
Um,
work unless this guy is not as hardy as he looks.
what's the quote damage that you can roll?
Base damage is 5d8. I can upcast it to a total of 11d8 if I hit him with the highest level spell I got.
So maximum 88.
Yeah.
I'm about to say Kyoku's no good. This guy, I am fairly certain that he has more. Than me. I guess the best thing that we probably do: hit him hard, hit him fast.
So you're advocating jump him?
I mean, you seem to do a whole lot. You seem to be able to whole lot of damage in one turn. So I'll say between the amount of damage that you can, my ability to nickel and dime him, we might be able to take him down in one go.
Mm.
And worth a shot. I mean, what do you do? Like about you seem to do on average, you seem to do around about like what 30 to 50 points of damage per turn.
All right, it depends on how well I can hit. Well, we can give it a shot. You have to sneak back over there, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like you guys are wanting to go through the area that you scouted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in that case,
And I'm guessing roll a new stealth.
look. Okay, it looks like you already. Yeah, if you guys want to be stealthy, I would need a new stealth roll.
The stealth roll.
If you're wanting to be stealthy.
Oh, yeah. Don't want to be. All right. We're all gonna be safe, and we're all gonna have a good time. on. Is it mine? Okay, there it goes.
Okay. Where are you guys wanting to move to? Considering no combat's actually started yet or anything, you feel free to move as long as you're not moving through a wall or anything.
All right. I guess lead the way.
Is I hugging the wall as we get closer and giving them hand signs and shit to let them know that, you know, when we're in
I
potential
can see
noticeable
him,
range.
correct?
What was that?
Okay. I said we can see him, correct?
Well, depending on what your positioning is.
I mean,
Looks like you can, yeah.
yeah. All right. Base.
Okay, cool. No sign that you have been noticed. Yep, you're gonna do something, Kyoki?
I'm just gonna look at him and I'm gonna make sure I activate combat focus.
Alright. Cool. Yeah, that's looking just kind of looking around. There'll be some excited dwarf noises coming from the east around the bend.
Like we said that. Excited. I need to make something that has dwarves just so I can put that in the captions.
Yes.
I mean, technically, Isekai does them. Yeah, I'm gonna try something. Gonna try and hit him with Axie. He needs to make me a wisdom saving throw. And as we are higher than 11th level, if he fails, he is stunned.
$12.
That is a fail.
Okay. Are we like gonna what does stun mean?
I'm gonna double check, but basically he loses his turn.
If I remember correctly, though, he's not blind.
No, he just can't do anything, including talk, really.
So he's kind of in that woozy fatality state.
It's like incapacitated, can't move, and can only speak falteringly. Automatically fails strength and dex saving throws, and all attacks against him are at advantage.
Okay, cool.
So we just like he's stunned, we run up and beat the shit out of him, or we stunned, we run up and we tie him up.
We can try tying him up.
I mean, is he like bigger than us?
He's
He
a
looks
medium
bigger than
creature,
us.
but he's clearly a big dude.
Yeah.
Okay. We have rope and stuff to tie.
We do. And as I
Okay.
recall, you and Farron were the rope guys, because that's sleight of hand.
Yeah.
I believe Farron's the sleight of hand guy. Sleight of hand. I mean, I've just got a flat 5.
Okay, I will gesture to Farron, and give, like, all right, tie him, quick. And in the event that fails, I am holding a bonus action attack that I can take to fuck this guy up, thanks to my spell combat feature. It says, When you use your action to cast a spell, I can make a weapon attack as a bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm holding a bonus action to, hit this guy hard in the event Farron cannot tie him securely.
Given that this guy is stunned and he fails dexterity saves automatically, then yeah, Farron will be able to quickly go over and tie him with that 16.
Tying gag, cool.
Yay! Look at us. The lawful good at this whole thing.
The captain would be proud.
Oh.
Quickly pat the guy down for keys or anything that might be useful later. After that, there's a mine cart over there. We can stick him in. It'll keep him out of sight.
Sweet. This will be good. You can put him on the. Let's say he can be on the What do you call it? Oh damn, what's it? Put him on the Resident Evil 4 thing.
Yep. That'd just be mean.
I want to know what type of fucking. Who designed that roller coaster of a fucking mine cart?
The same guy who designed the Temple of Doom.
The Ogron is that. With equipment, 351 pounds. Oh, sorry, I didn't factor in the armor that he's wearing. 363 pounds.
Okay, so it's a bit of a drag. Okay. I'll take the feet. Farron can take the upper half. I'll let him know. So
if multiple people are doing it, I just need an athletics roll to make sure that he can be lifted.
There's a mining cart over there. We can stash him in. Athletics. I'm Professor recall Farron's more athletic than me. I've got an 8, so I will assist him.
Okay. Okay. Heavy. Oh damn. Still hit.
For the record, I cannot do that again until we take a short rest. So I guess I could spend a hit die and reset it that way.
Like that.
Okay.
For the record, don't ask me to do this again.
Mm-hmm. Apparently it's food. I will be right back.
Okay.
I love the smell of meat and bleach in the evening.
Bleach for the win.
Oh, you did good. It's a good thing. Did you guys?
Nope, Trish is just
Hmm.
snagging
Alright.
food.
Okay. Are you not getting food?
Trish is snagging mine for me since I'm kind of like semi trapped between his his tray and laptop and stuff. So okay, this interesting. Thank you.
Spoon for oranges. All right.
Now for the interesting parts.
Oh, really?
Well, from from the uh, from the GM's perspective.
Mm.
um, um, and perhaps from a perspective, but I'll explain later. Okay. Descending downward. Excuse me. There are, you'll find that there is a much unusual kind of, kind of cave-in. It looks like metal has been put obstructively along where the stairwell ends, and a little onto the stairwell itself. With your if you guys take a moment to kind of look at the situation, and as with your passive investigation, you will be able to tell that while this looks haphazard, there is a pattern to it that is very unlikely to result from some sort of natural destruction of equipment to provide a metallic obstructions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been placed. Though it does look like a result of, say, a steam equipment explosion. It is obstructive enough that you would, if you were to try to maneuver through it without moving without touching it or without moving it, you need an acrobatics roll to navigate through it in terms of skills. You can of course try using athletics or some other skill set if you're wanting to actually try to dislodge and move this fake equipment obstruction.
Well, for starters, since this is in theory on the way to where we're trying to get, and we just passed a bunch of people getting here, presumably there's a chance people are in theory moving through this tunnel. Or I guess a survival or something would tell us whether this has been traversed recently.
Survival would let you know, yes.
So I'm gonna pop one of those real quick. That's a 13 with 5 stunt points. So I will maintain my upper hand in position.
Okay. Aside from your own, you said 13?
13 plus 8, so 21.
21. Okay. Never mind then. Aside from your own, you do notice very very large boot-like disruptions in the resting dust, though though it looks like that has not been traversed for around 24 hours.
Do those boot-like markings match our friend upstairs that we just knocked out?
No, his boots had tread.
Okay. So do they look like they were trying to maneuver through the stuff, or they look like they just walked through?
It does look like that they were able to just to just walk through, like to the point that that there's pieces of equipment bisecting
Okay.
footprints. Since I know it's been a bit, the kind of footfall you're seeing is the same kind of blunt impression you saw in Veda's room.
Okay, so it's one of those fuckers. That's good to know. Pretty sure it was this character. Thought it was this character. Yeah, there's. Okay, gotta check his cloak class, which functions as a wand of magic detection. Check to see if there's like any illusions or whatever through here first.
You are not detecting any illusions with your
Okay.
class.
So follow up, I guess this would be investigation, based on the fact that the tracks seem to just wander through here and whatnot. See if there's a mechanism to maneuver or retract these obstructions for easy transit, like like a lever to like have them retract in the floor or go up into the ceiling or whatever they do.
Okay, you can make me either an investigation or perception roll. Given that there is no light down here, and I believe you're operating off of dark vision, you can roll that at a disadvantage because you're clearly needing to be visual with this. While Ash is, kind of looking around and clearly like the gears in his head are turning, Kyoki, what is it that you're wanting to do, if anything?
Just you or all of us?
I was the one checking for mechanisms, so
Okay.
that's why I was asking if there's anything you wanted to do while I was doing that.
Let's see. This is you're looking. Let's see. Oops. Hmm. I was trying to think of something, but then at the same time, I was like, I don't think I can figure out a way to word it that doesn't just sound stupid.
Mhm.
I was about to say, I would like to look for criminal stuff. But I was like, it's so vague. I'm trying to figure out a way to put it.
Okay, well, I can let you know that criminal stuff is happening upstairs. As far as this area, there likely isn't any criminal stuff.
Just like I'm about to say, I was trying to think. Oh,
I'm talking about like looking for traps or something. That is pretty much what Ash is doing, which I suppose means you could assist.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, it seems about the same. So that's what I was like. I would assist him, but he rolled pretty well. Do you want to roll at advantage? Was that with advantage?
Assisting wouldn't help.
Hmm?
I already was rolling at advantage anyway, so the fact that so it wouldn't help.
You're right. You got past the visual disadvantage.
My race automatically makes me roll investigation at advantage, which means that I negated your disadvantage.
Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So Brian giving me additional advantage wouldn't do anything. This isn't G.I. Joe where that shit stacks.
On the ground, you do not see any kind of lever or any other initiation mechanism that would like autonomously turn these or shift them.
Okay, so you said the tracks were about 24 hours old. Because I'm not saying, would the placement, would that mean the placement is newer than that?
No, the placement of this obstruction looks like it's been here a while. It just is made to look like a catastrophic mechanical failure that would be obstructing the hallway from the stairwell.
Which leads us to believe that the personage or creature that moved through here has the ability to become semi-tangible or something, considering the tracks indicate it literally walked through some of these.
It looks like it did walk through some of these. Given you're looking at that 25, it does look like there are grooves that would allow the bits of metal to be retracted into like the walls and ceiling, but there's no mechanical mechanism that would automate that process.
Okay, so I can tell that what I was looking for does exist. These things can, pull away to unobstruct the hallway, but I can't find the thing that you would do, however you would activate that.
I can tell you that based upon your roll, you do not see any kind of activation switch for it.
Right, that's what I just said. Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
I can tell that these things do what I thought they did of get out of your. There is something that somewhere there is a switch or something that somebody can throw to get them out of your way or something. I just can't find it, and it may not be in this room.
Yeah, when you got to the removable, my mind kind of went to the idea of again like gears or something shifting them, but no, yeah, as mentioned, gears. No way to. There's no trigger that you're finding for it, and there's no actual gear mechanisms that would provide the motion or motivation to shift them.
Okay, so I guess it's time to shimmy. You said acrobatics or athletics?
No, I said acrobatics.
Okay.
It's athletics if you're wanting to physically move them.
Okay, that's what I remember you would mention athletics. Okay.
Yeah, but if you want to physically move them, you may, depending on your roll, you might like cut yourself because these are sharp. See,
So, stop points for an advantageous positioning.
25. Okay, you're able to use your Elven Grace to move through, kind of dance through even.
The Ileana's gonna reach out, catch a couple of them to get like an idea of placement, and it's like, eh. And then she's going to take the disengage action to turn into water and just kind of serpentine her way through.
Oh, that works. Yeah.
Storm Surge. When you take the disengage action on your turn, you can choose to dissolve into water for the duration of your movement.
Okay. Farron will less gracefully kind of maneuver his way through. He's not pulling any elegant moves, but he is moving through them, shifting from sides to side and stuff.
Boo! Ungraceful monk. Boo! All right, that just leaves Yoki.
Lunch and everything else. They can't get dancing.
Right. And this is a what?
Baseline is acrobatics unless you can come up with something creative.
Okay.
It's like if you're just trying to shimmy through, it's acrobatics. If you're trying to do something else, you have to ask.
Yeah, like it would be athletics if you're wanting to grab and shift them, but you're at risk of sharp edges like digging into your hand.
And I'm trying to maneuver some. I'll say I'm trying to maneuver through a tight. I'll say like a sharp.
Yeah, the a part of the hallway from the stairwell going into the hallway has like shards and like bars of like sharp bits of metal strewn across, actively actively obstructing. You can think of it kind of like as a laser grid, except it's physical material. It
How
has the
much? How much?
look of being the result of like a natural steam engine explosion. Though Ash was able to determine that that's a facade. These were actually like deliberately placed to be obstructive.
Is it like a straight line, or is it?
Well, I mean, the hallway's a straight line, but it's like sharp metal beams kind of going like at ankle level, then like one that crosses.
It's an obstacle course.
Yeah,
Okay. How long?
15 feet.
Fuck it, I'm a misty step.
Ah, yes, very good.
Must say my athletics is ass.
Acrobatics.
That's ass too. Say Kyoki is not. Must say Kyoki is none of those things.
Okay, as you go past the hallway, you will see that there are that the rest of the hallway um, is a cave-in. However, you do your passive perceptions. Since I'm actually recalling what the two of y'all's are, you were actually able to notice rather, with well, actually, hold on. It would be Kyoki notice because he has that double sight, and thus does not suffer disadvantage due to dark vision.
Mhm.
Okay, so Kyoki, you will notice that on the ceiling there are some pipes of varying sizes, anywhere from like 1 foot in diameter up to one that's 4 feet in diameter, so enough for like a person to move through. But that is not necessarily the most interesting thing. Following the pipes, it is clear that a disguised part of the wall is actually um, a plate, a plate of steel, and looking at it, it actually is some kind of door.
Hmm.
The the pipes gave its location away.
Is it going our way?
Um,
Let us know.
yes, according to Ileana, because you saw look at creature up.
All right, I guess we can figure out how to get it open then.
Okay. Um, okay, that's only if you decide. Okay. Kind of looking at this door. Um, uh, kind of looking at it. It looks like you could try to force it open. Um, and can I in terms of looking for other ways or things about it, can I get a investigation roll for those taking the under?
Is it? You said it's not locked, is it?
If you try to excuse me, if you try to open it, it is locked. Though you do not see any kind of keyhole or combination padlock or anything of that nature.
26.
26. Okay.
Um,
Oh, okay. Just Kyogi, is there something that you're wanting to do?
would these tools give me an idea as to how to, like, what it's based off of, maybe? I'm not certain.
Well, in terms of like how it is locked.
Yeah.
Given that you are proficient in thieves' tools, um, you can make me a you can make me an intelligence-based thieves' tools roll, um, at advantage.
Huh.
Let's see. Ash, do you also have thieves' tools, or you just?
I mean, I have them, you know.
But you're proficient in it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. In which case, instead of that investigation, you can make the same kind of roll that Kyoki's made.
No, I'm sticking to investigation. I'm way better at that.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay then.
The exact same fucking what? 141 and one. How the fuck?
I am giving plus 50 experience for roll 20 strangeness. Okay.
Oh my. Oh shit.
Okay. Did your investigation get any kind of set points or anything you wanted to use?
No.
Okay. In that case, um, with Kyoki's roll, um, due to the knowledge base he's having, he will be able to get to this answer first. But your investigation roll was certainly enough to figure this out as well.
That's it, because as I said, I'm proficient in thieves' tools also. I'm just not using the thieves' tools skill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kyoki, you and Ash would have been getting inklings of this as well, but due to you actively using your kind of knowledge of thievery, lock design and such, you are able to determine that these doors are using some form of completely internal locking mechanism.
Hmm.
There is not a traditional keyhole to pick. There is not a combination lock to slide into place. That being said, again, you could force the door open. With the tools you have in your thieves toolkit, which I will assume would include things like natural magnets.
Mhm.
Using that, using a thieves toolkit, you could make a check to, again, using the more unorthodox tools in the kit, to try to unlock the door, quote unquote, picking the lock. Unless you have some other method that you believe could toggle an internal locking mechanism. Now, I will say this for Ash, since you did roll really high on the investigation, and we're coming to the same conclusion anyway. Um, Something like Mage Hand or Telekinesis would certainly be able to toggle the internal mechanisms.
As I recall, Farron was our telekinetic.
Should be, because I believe I took both telepathy and telekinesis. Yep.
All right, in which case, with Kyoki's help, I will direct him to the appropriate who's what's it he needs to toggle.
Okay. Due to him not being familiar with the locking mechanism, it will take him a little bit to to kind of figure out, but it yep, it will toggle and silently open.
In we go.
Okay. Alternatively, as mentioned, you could also use the pipes. Okay. Well. 1 second.
Did we just skip a few things?
We
We skipped a lot of things. You're flipping through a lot of pages.
You're going in reverse.
This is the way. You went in the exit. Yeah, well.
We can't enter a single fucking cave the way that David wants us to enter it.
It's not even the way David wants to say it enter. David doesn't care. It's the way the guys who wrote the book want us to enter.
Well, remember, the way you were supposed to enter was by being captured.
No, there was that.
So I'm saying, it was like every single time that David trusts for a way that the campaign is like, oh yeah, you're supposed to do it this way, and it never happens. We either come in through the back way, we're supposed to get captured, we came in through a ceiling, we came in the way that like we left out like a season beforehand. It was like it's like so many different. I don't know how this keeps happening. It's like, oh hey, you're supposed to be captured and come in. And what do? We literally took like we found a decommissioned entrance and was like, all right, cool, let's go through here. It's like, oh hey, there's the front door. There's a front door that has a bouncer and a back door that has a goon. Oh hey, there's a fire escape up here that brings us through to the decommissioned fifth floor. There's a wood panel over the window. Just cut through that and just come through here.
Or anything if not consistent.
Okay. Okay. That. Okay. Okay, the door opens. The room open, or the door opens into a room that has it has a 20-foot high ceiling. The floor sinks a little bit, kind of becoming a like a little bit of like a gradual bowl. More specifically, it is more of like a wide hull-shaped hexagonal bowl with a flat area at the bottom. Unlike a regular amphitheater, it has no stairs, no seats. Although this area is currently empty, there are signs that gatherings in the past have taken place here. There's markings or scratches, and such to indicate some amount of passage has been done here. Though once again, you were only noticing the wide kind of greave boot imprints occasionally as the disruptive presence in the room. The it actually is bold enough that if you were to go to the flat part of the bottom of the bowl, you would need to make a roll to climb out due to the smooth curvature.
Okay.
There is there is a door on the opposite side of this chamber. And on the ceiling that kind of descend to the door, there is noticeable piping, though this piping is like 1 to 2 feet in diameter, so nothing that you guys could really easily squeeze through.
Sounds like time to try the door then.
Okay. This door opens. If by trying the door you mean trying to open it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it opens. This the lock is not engaged on this door. Okay. Opening this door is another kind of honeycombed series of areas that have, excuse me, that look like they have rooms built built into the honeycombed nature. Again, the only disturbances that you'll see are the wide, non-treaded, greaved style boot prints occasionally. They're generally more impressed at the doors.
Let's start trying to cautiously make our way down the hallway, following Ileana's guidance.
Okay.
Great on sneak, but let's see how it goes.
Okay. Should we actually?
Sure.
Thank you. Okay. Switch back to this area. As you guys move through, though, Farron will also try to be sneaky since he sees you being sneaky. There's a kind of oppressive, not even oppressive, just kind of an upsetting feeling by the general design here. Because from the number of chambers you were seeing, you'd think there'd be much more indications of activity along the ground. Okay. Hmm. Da, 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 da. Let me just. Okay. As you move on, you will. You guys will encounter. You guys will encounter a. You guys will encounter a central area that has doors going in multiple directions. Again, this sounds like a hexagon. So there's the way you came by, and then for each side there's a door. However, the central area, you will be able to identify as a lift. Unlike the broken lifts and stuff you found before, this is clearly a operational lift. There it's like made of metal. There are some groove points. The lift itself is. There are. Excuse me. And there is what amounts to a up, down, or neutral lever. It is clear to you that there is no more up.
Mm-hmm. Where are we in relation to where we need to be going?
The locate creature is down.
Okay, do we want to poke around up here a little longer, see if we can find anything relevant, or just keep heading down?
I kind of feel like we've gotten a good chunk of it, so we should just.
You don't think there's going to be any evil paperwork or something up here that might tell us what's happening?
I mean, it's not on the map, so.
Right. Well, he hasn't changed the map, but this map's not where we are anymore.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying the map.
Oh, the map.
I mean,
okay. The rooms we were passing as we were making our way to the lift, was there anything in those, or
you didn't?
I was sure if any of them had like doors.
Well, they have
that were like open where we were sneaking by. We could peek.
No, each of them had closed doors.
Just for the sake of argument, go backtrack to like the closest door.
Okay.
Put my hand on it and probe it with the 30 feet of blind sight.
Does that let you see beyond it, or because the door, the door is
He's gonna like try to like slip his fingers like under the.
Okay.
So the blind side, so the blind side is actually in the room.
Okay.
Just to get an idea of what is up here.
Please tell me that you're not going to do this to me. Of course you did. Of course you did. Fun. Fun. Fun for the me.
Mhm.
Okay. It looks here. You looking into one of these? So it's it's making reference to a thing that's a little irritating. Okay. Okay, and your blind side will actually let you see or just kind of detect?
Blind sight is an alternative form of vision.
Right, okay. In which case, you will...
Like echolocation counts as a form of blind sight.
Okay. You see a chamber that is that is some form of quarters. There is what appears to be a bed and tables that have these strange kind of cylindrical containers filled with maybe some kind of ooze or liquid. However, there are a number of individuals in this room. 3 of these.
Okay then.
And one of these. No, not one of those.
Yeah.
One of
Fucking robotic mind
it's actually
mech
not.
flayers.
It is not that actually. What the fuck?
Oh, cool. So we're just like eating people's brains and taking their knowledge. Good. Okay. Nice job, David. I hate it.
It is. Looks like we are being forbidden right now. Okay. So. Yeah, that type is that type. Okay. Okay, well, in that case then. 1 second. There's a different image I need to find because I do find the scenario neat. There is some issues I do have with it. Which admittedly, in hindsight, we could have come on now. Blue Jays. I mean, it can't be just damn simple, can it? Okay. Ignore the crowd. But... that's so fucking tiny. Person in the black jacket.
The leather daddy Doc Ock. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
look, Black Panther has skeleton arms. Wait. Black Octopus. Dr. Panther.
pull his hand back out from under the door. Turn to the group. I was like, okay, we got some kind of Machinist cult thing on this floor that probably is connected to what's going on. So
I don't like cults.
So if we're going to be doing what we came in here to do, of rescuing people and clearing out the place, we probably do need to go door to door before going downstairs.
Okay. Well then.
So we need to start with this door, or we can go back to the beginning, the first door we came through, and work our way back down here.
You do realize this could be a rather large place, like overall.
Well, I mean, is this area on the map?
The map you guys have, or like the maps I have?
The map, the map we have.
Oh no, this area is completely not on. It doesn't have even the door.
Okay, we are completely off. We can't even look at the empty space on the map and extrapolate how big this place is based on the that.
No, this place is not on the map. Aside from the note of indications of unexpected chambers.
Okay, so going by that, and since we have no way of knowing how big this complex is, we could try to clear the place out. Don't know how long it's going to take, or we could try to rescue the prisoners and come back here with reinforcements, like we did back in Saltmarsh, which is, without having any idea how big this place is, that's probably the way to go. What do you think?
I think we can. That is a really cool design. How many? Do we know how many prisoner doors there are around here total?
Oh,
prisoner doors.
We haven't found any prisoners yet.
These aren't prisoner doors. These seem to be quarters.
That's it. This seems to be the base level.
Okay,
so
it's the base level. And
the prisoners are further down.
And okay, so we would have to deal with these guys, sneak past them, and then go down.
We've already snuck past them. We've gotten to the elevator. We can choose to go down now if we want to. I just wanted to go back and check to see what we were missing, and apparently we were missing these guys.
Yeah, so this is the only thing we're missing.
Well, there's a whole bunch of doors we didn't check, so.
Okay. So, but we can't check them while these guys.
Well, these guys are in one of the rooms we didn't check. I was able to see under the door that they were in there.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So
So we can totally ignore these guys for now if we want. Or we can start getting thorough and just whack everybody up here, but we don't know how long it'll take because we don't know how big this place is.
Yeah. Probably should finish checking. Were they doing anything? Being villains?
They were just hanging out in their bedroom, right?
The guy in the jacket is standing. The three of those people, kind of people down there, are standing around, looking in general at this individual. The ones with the masks are occasionally nodding.
But there was no audio going on.
You're not hearing any voices.
Okay, so they were having some kind of telepathic jam, session, conference. It might have been book club. I don't know.
Telepathic book club.
So,
They were hanging out in their quarters, doing whatever one does in their quarters.
right, so fucking Dr. Insano, fucking like Dr. Gimp Sano, the best way I can put it.
There you go.
Shit. Okay.
That's it. We could just slip past them.
Yeah, let's just kind of ignore them.
Okay.
I'll say
So to the
no
elevator.
point no point just starting fights with people. There's no benefit.
Okay. Okay. I do kind of find this funny. Just with the way, the direction you guys are going about this.
How much do we trust the village leadership?
This will be happening. The
Yeah.
conversation will be happening during the
Yeah.
elevator ride. Then.
Because I could let them know where we are, and they could start mobilizing troops. If we think that they're not involved.
Hmm. Right, I'm gonna say it. Hmm. Yeah, I was about to say intuition, but
That's it. That'll probably be insight.
yeah. I'm stuck at it. How about you?
What do you want to insight for?
Looking back at our previous conversation with the headman, whose name is immediately escaping me.
Talking about Lord Deckett?
Yeah, Lord Daggett. Did he seem trustworthy in the sense of he actually did seem concerned about the disappearances and all that. He doesn't seem like, oh yes, there are disappearances going on and I know nothing about it, mustache twirl.
Okay. You actually don't necessarily need a roll for that, depending on how you take my answer. He was wanting. You guys were on the list of people to approach.
I remember he said he wanted to approach us about it. Yeah.
Yeah, about finding the sources of the investigation.
But at the same time, they were also grabbing people that seemed talented, and we would be people that clearly wouldn't be missed because we have no connections in town.
That's
so
true.
It could that could have been a trap or a ploy to get us.
That is fair. He seemed to be in earnest.
Okay. In which case, as we are going down, how fast the elevator seem to be going, roughly? Do I have time for a full ritual cast, or do I need to spend another hit die?
You're dealing with modern elevator speed.
Okay, so pretty damn quick. Okay, I will spend another hit die to hasty ritual. And And I'm going to take, fold the little, pull that little, like, calico looking dragonfly, who's what's it, flips a little piece of paper into its back. Cast telegram.
Okay.
And the little dragonfly with the note, basically letting him know, I was like, okay, this is where we went off the map. There seems to be a base here. This is how you get to it.
Is there a word limit like sending or?
No, just before it's piece of paper with a message no more than 30 words.
Okay.
So like basically found hidden location or found hidden base and give approximate map coordinates of where we found it based on where we fell off the map. Heavily guarded, bring troops. It's like, psionics seem to be in play.
7 minutes later, damn humans! Okay. The lift will settle, having gone down a floor. The trade-off for the speed is the simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
The lift ends in the center of a gargantuan workshop filled with with esoteric machines which appear to be some unsettling variants of what perhaps an artificer from the Republic may make, made of polished black metal. There is a okay, cool. There are a half dozen of these guys, along with what are you thinking, like Big Daddy?
No, I'm just remembering when we made this exact same mistake in G.I. Joe, where we just took the elevator right down into the middle of the bad guys, like, oh, hi.
See a half dozen of those guys, along with it look like kind of lesser looking beings that are operating various various machinery. Tubes and wires run across the floor, dangling from the ceiling, connecting the machines to power sources, and from there to one another. There are what appear to be groupings of tools and weapons that line countless racks throughout this workshop looking area. Several of these workers look to be repairing repairing something that is lying on a table. Oh, I'm gonna have to go old school with this image. I'm gonna have to go freaking old school with this image. Okay, I can do that. I can do the old. I can do. Oh wait, that's a bit better. Lying on the table is one of these. Not the thing that's actually on the table, but the main thing that's a part of the image. Okay. So... Okay. That's what you're seeing in this initial initial area. Um, that being said, you guys can make a stealth roll at disadvantage, given that again the lift just comes down in the center.
While we're doing that, how big do these? I mean, obviously they're buff motherfuckers, but I mean, like, are they like people size, dwarf size? You know what they? Trying to figure out like, is this the missing population, or are they just some weird steampunk cybernetic dudes?
They look medium human.
Okay.
Humanoid size. They're just nice. They're big and bulky.
Like an abomination. Okay.
So this is clearly an outside force of some kind. Okay. Yeah, this would be an appropriate time to roll terrible Leon stealth, I guess. One stealth roll at disadvantage, Brian.
All right. Sounds like fun. And she, wrong one. Disadvantage.
Because, they're looking right at us.
Yeah. It's all of them are doing something, either supervising or working on something, which is why they're not just immediately going, look, people.
17.
Board rules apply. You're not a threat. We don't care. You touch anything in here, though, fuck you and your planet.
Thankfully, I don't think we have to do it like you. Like, oh, hey, you die. I'm just going to reboot you. Start you over again. Try again. Oops, I got a 17.
That's better than Ileana and I did.
Okay. Sit. Okay. 14 was Ash.
14's Ash, 15's Ileana.
Okay. Well, one of the big buff looking people notices Ash. Um, uh, it points to you and makes a kneel gesture. And what's the, okay? Um, with that kneeling gesture, you will feel a mental strain and urge to comply. Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Not one of my good ones. It sounds like a charm effect though, so in theory I get advantage.
It's the equivalent to the command spell.
Then yes, I get advantage. One of these is distinctly better than the other.
Is he populating a map, or is he?
Well, at the moment he's trying to get me to kneel. However, I don't want to kneel before Todd, so
Okay. You are able to resist the compulsion. Okay. How would you guys like to react? It is clear that Ash was seen. Um, with the entire, kneel gesture. Keep in mind, there are a decent number of these guys around. Again, it's six of the burly looking guys, a number of kind of what look like lesser workers around, and something being tinkered with on the table, which is what I showed you earlier of the thing with the like flail for arms.
well, given I've been spotted anyway, I need to take this guy out and fast.
How many of them sold was it?
Only one saw me, but you think you said 6 in here total?
There are
So
there
one
are six
saw
of the beefy
you.
guys, six of the smaller looking dudes, and a beefy flail arm person seemingly unconscious on the table.
Oh, it's a party.
Um,
Arcana, religion, figure out, these things alive, they did, what am I looking at?
um, that would be nature.
Nature.
A nature roll or a nature roll. What else would that fall under? The first thing I can think of would also be Arcana.
Okay. 11. Arcana is a 19.
Okay.
Let's see.
Um, these creatures are alive. They they look
I
to
like that.
be
Alive.
Well, I was asking if they were basically asking if they were undead or not, which does not seem to be the case.
yeah, they look to be again some middly beefy and a bit modified, but human.
Okay, so your basic bitch cyborgs. Okay. Hmm. Go for the.
Okay. If you're going to actually engage, I will switch to a map.
Yes, I'm intending to engage.
Okay. Then something I do want to point out: this map was not meant for this area because this area has no map. So I'm using one of the other zones.
Okay. Not what I was expecting, but right, nice little honeycomb thing going on.
Well, he did say this is technically not where we are. It was just the most closest thing he had. So.
It's still the kind
Yeah.
of honeycomb Mexicanal design that
Yeah.
you saw before. It's just not the exact.
You're in a pretty big room. Okay. And cool. So we got a high priest. We got the high priestess gem.
Okay. Which one is the one that spotted me?
I believe it's the one like right to the right of Ilion.
It's actually going to be the one up there.
Okay. So as in response to his kneel gesture, Ash, as one hand's going for his sword, the other hand, flings out as a large, spear of ice forms in the air between them and goes hurtling towards the creature in an attempt to impale him.
Okay.
Ash moves to close the distance, revving the handle on his sword, cause it to crackle with electricity as he goes for the swing.
Okay.
A lot of swings. Okay.
It's the same number I normally make, 4. One spell attack and then the sword attack.
Okay. I think none of those are reactive. Okay. You move very quickly here. First slash comes in, striking strongly, causing it to stagger. The second slash will cause it to fall.
Did I notice if it reacted a particular way to either the cold damage, the fire damage, or the lightning damage?
Looks like the same as most people would. So
No special.
no,
Okay.
no special.
Okay. Oh, nothing. Just, my sheet wigging out as
Okay. Keep in mind that there are wires and stuff on the floor, so I see the outer edges of this room are considered difficult terrain. Not for them because they're familiar with the environment. You guys aren't. So. But that'll leave you with 2 more attacks if you're within movement range. So go for that. You know who I'm missing, and I'm surprised I was not informed of? I am missing a very important person in a white robe. Oak.
Ryan, we need an initiative from you.
All right. Initiative. At a disadvantage, normal. Don't do this to me. There we go. And no stun points. Why am I on the initiative thing twice?
You guys are special.
Alright. I got shit initiative, but somehow I'm still third. Okay.
I'll take those last 2 attacks against that guy, I guess.
So you didn't have to worry. It looks like Ash can just kill everyone in here.
Yeah, I can't kill everyone.
This person actually survived your 2 strikes. No. Aliana.
Waiting for her sheet to reload. Not that there's much I expect her to do.
Turn into a badger.
I mean, she could.
Ooh, a honey badger. That way you won't give a fuck.
Uh, Under the circumstances, I think she's going to dodge. And try to get out of the line of fire.
Any bonus actions or anything?
Not this time.
Ash.
Yeah, hello?
We hear you.
Okay, cool. She just landed.
Okay.
So I can stay on the call. I'm just about to hop in the car.
Well, I imagine, given the time, it's almost 11, we'd be wrapping up after this round anyway, so. First damage got screwed up.
Oh, like it was inaccurately rolled?
It didn't add the plus
Yeah,
9.
1d.
So it's actually,
No, you put the extra plus.
yeah, so the 3 is actually a 12.
Okay.
I didn't put it. I don't know where that extra plus even came from. I didn't add that.
Okay. It'll take 3 strikes for. Sorry. Hold on. This one's already injured.
Yep.
So it'll take your first strike for this one to go down. Are you just
That's a
going to
lot of
the? Are
stuff
you just going
points
to the
on
adjacent one?
everything.
Yep.
Jesus
Just
Christ.
keep going on the adjacent one.
I think you're
I'll say I
following
feel
3
like a
attacks
nugget.
to have this one go down.
You still got one attack
I
left.
still got one attack left. Oop. So one up for Kyoki.
You kind of look around like, why am I here?
Okay.
Hey, I left you half of them. I just accounted for my half early.
Okay. I'm going to like, oh, well, hmm. Well, he seems to be having fun with this guy. What about, I'm going to look at this guy. What about you? How are you doing today?
This one?
Hmm.
That person's on a table with one.
No, the guy next to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was like, how are you doing today? Any word from the newsletter?
Looks at you. Gives you a Oh, I just need to make sure. Gives you what appears to be some equivalent of the thumbs down motion.
Hmm. Well, that's problematic. Well, one moment. I am going to assist my friend in their incredibly easy endeavor. Your friends. One moment. Actually, I'll keep looking. I'll kind of appear to keep looking at him. I'm just going to hold up my right hand towards this guy. Just him to death.
Talk to the hand.
Total of 23 force damage.
Okay, and it was this guy?
Mhm.
Okay.
Not a single fucking devil.
23.
Not sure how you pulled that off, but you did.
Blah. Okay. Now it is finally their turn.
I guess I'll draw my swords and that'll be end of my turn. So yeah.
Okay. Kyoki, the helmet will just look at you for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Lean slightly forward as if to kind of buck at you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's not fun. Don't do that. I'd appreciate you not doing what you're about to do. You're going to hit the gimp. That's not a good thing.
For sure, the gimp's not in the room. I think that's just there so David could pop him up.
Oh, okay.
Because you notice how he did in the wall.
Okay. I know you also said that this the actual. Okay, there we go. I know you had mentioned it was like this map isn't actually like the map, so that I was like, oh, maybe that part is actually not part of it. But okay.
Okay. I'll need an intelligence saving throw.
Joke's on you. I'm intelligent.
Ah, shit!
Charm effect, or...
No.
You said intelligence base?
No, just saving throw. Yeah.
Intelligence saving throw.
I am smirk.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. That was save versus all.
Hmm.
And,
Oh wait, so it's you save and nothing happens.
Yep.
Oh wow, that's one of those all or nothing. I always hate those spells. How come everything dex base is safe for half and everything intelligence and everything else base is like, oh, you either
It's not, but I
Yeah.
don't think this was a spell. I think this was a creature ability.
oh, okay.
That's because a lot of the spells, will be like Constitution for half, or Charisma for half.
This kind of feels like that part of back in Marvel, Marvel comics when what was it? I think Iron Man had like the ultimatum armor or whatever, and it made him like basically gave him like godlike powers and shit. And he was like, yes, yes. And as part of my benevolence, I'm giving all of you the same intelligence as me. And then Reed was like, I don't think I want that. And he was like, doesn't matter, you got it. Here you go. And Sue was like, how do you feel, Reed? And he was like, I think I got dumber. Which coming from anyone else, I feel like that would be so, but for Reed Richards, yeah. Reed Richards gaining Tony Stark's intelligence would technically make him dumber.
That's 2 parries.
okay, parry.
Get him, Farron.
Oh, wow. He didn't attack me. Okay, that's nice of him. Look at him go.
You want to attack Ash.
Okay, I thought the weird guy on the table was gonna.
The weird guy on the table was surrounded as if it was being worked on. It goes in for a sword slash and 2 kicks. As people seem to forget that I need to ignore the one. And such. That being said, people seem to forget that kicking is an arm too. Because I can just hear people going, "No, you attacked with the 200 sword. How are you doing an arm attack?" I'm kicking. You can't kick.
Technically, a kick is an unarmed attack.
Oh!
I say, feel like a kick is the most anti-armed.
I'm stunting tonight.
We're pro arms around here. Yeah.
Okay.
You
Nearly
don't like
gets
that,
the
do
guy
you?
down.
Hopper, you can't come with me. My mother doesn't want you. Yeah.
And with the round ending.
Hopper, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Attack the eat anyone who comes in.
There is a thing. That will be coming through the nearby door.
Have to. I feel like whatever is on its way through is not necessary. I feel like we shouldn't tolerate this. All in favor of voting against this thing coming through, say aye.
I don't think it works that way.
Have we ever tried it? Have we ever tried taking an electoral vote against the bad thing happening?
No?
And coming through the door will be this.
They've got a Hulk.
I don't know if Brad's seen it yet.
Well, he's in his car now, so.
Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, he would.
I mean, I suppose we could.
You just post something, or did? Oh, okay.
I was trying to share the
Ah,
screen.
okay.
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's just busted in.
well, glad you killed everything before I showed up. Looking like, okay, Ash, handle the light work. You got this, right? Hmm?
We'll see in 2 weeks.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna sit over here and I'm going to take a nap. You and Ileana, as the muscle of the team, you got this.
Ileana's a pacifist.
Really? I swore she just softened them up for you.
Ileana, ran into the corner and ducked into cover.
Exactly. Softened them up. Lowered their guard.
That's Hiding counts as lowering their guard.
Yes. If they think you're not going to do anything, makes them, I'll say, it's going to make them like, oh, okay, this is going to be easy. Oh God. And you don't expect one. I'll say, I'll say, if someone breaks into your home, you don't expect them to break into your home and then run into a corner and cower.
Fair.
Throws you off guard. You're like, what the fuck? And then here comes, comes the other guy with the fucking chainsaw sword. Starts murdering people.
Still not a chainsaw sword.
It will be soon.
I don't know. I mean, look, your name's Ash. I'll say, your name's Ash. You got like a sword that is like, from frums. And so I was like, okay, sweet. All right, But that was an Evil Dead reference, so.
No, it's a cranked powered taser.
Mm,
Okay. I was like, what is Ash actually going to say? Groovy.
Until you pointed out, I didn't even make the connection.
what's the connection?
So it's just a coincidence.
It's just a coincidence that his name is Ash. Ew. And then he has a crankable weapon.
He has a crank powered weapon. That worked out. So I know sometimes you have characters that are based on like something kind of funny. So I was thinking, is Ash based on anything, or is he just is?
Nope, Ash just is.
Oh, okay. I like that. Even when it's not based on something, it resembles something.
Yep. Whoopsie.
I am not. No.
Like this. Need to make a barbarian shape. I say, need to make a barbarian like Jason.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what I could even use for like a Freddy Krueger type. What class has Dream?
Bard, wizard, some clerics. Doesn't necessarily have to be Dream though. You could make an illusionist wizard.
Spell scrolls.
Because the illusionist subclass gets bonuses to their illusions. But I'd probably say Freddy is somewhere between illusionist wizard and arcane trickster rogue. So if you go by the later films, you might also be, where the dark powers and shit, you could also argue he's a warlock.
Still need to get my last two classes out of the way. I'm debating even if I want to do the other one. There's still two classes I've never played before, and I've never been a wizard. I've never played sorcerer. There's never really a wizard in the party anyway. And normally the party is overflowing with sorcerers 9 times out of 10.
I think David and I are the only ones who actually touch wizard. Everybody else is like, sorcerer! I don't want to have to deal with preparing spells!
Yeah. So, and thanks to some of the Tasha's stuff with the metamagic feet, then you could be a wizard, take the metamagic feet, and dip your toes into the other world.
Mm.
With way more spells.
I always wanted to do wizard. I think I already have a character set up that I kind of want to do. So
I'm gonna cut off the stream then, since we're done.
Bye, stream.